Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. This is the Kickstart video. Today's date is November 26, 2024. I'm going to take a look at some of the major currency pairs to kickstart your trading day from a technical perspective. Let's get started. Let's start by taking a look at the euro versus US dollar on the hourly chart. The early buyers in the North American session took the price above the 200-hour moving average. That's the first time the price moved above that 200-hour moving average going back to the beginning of the month. It looks like around November 6th or thereabouts. That move above that 200-hour moving average was short-lived. You can see how the price moved back below that level in the 8 o'clock hour and pushed down lower. Now, it's not as all lost. We do have this swing area down here where the buyers and sellers form this area through here. Lots of different swing lows and swing highs before it got a little choppy through here in yesterday's trade. And trading here today, we moved up toward that swing area, fell off, and then based and moved higher. So this area right here between the 1.0483 and 1.0500 is now going to be a support target, a battle area for both buyers and sellers. Also in this area is the 100-hour moving average. It comes in at 1.04893. If we break below that level and then get below the 83 level, I think the buyers are going to turn to sellers. The buyers are going to be disappointed on the break to the upside, and the momentum should shift further to the downside with perhaps this level of 1.0448 as the next key target. That was yesterday's low, I should say. Conversely, if we do hold support in this area right here, it's not out of the question that a move back above the 200-hour moving average can be expected. With the 38.2% retracement of the November trading range as the next key target. Most people know that I like to see if there's a trend-like move like we saw in the month of November, getting above the 38.2% retracement is the minimum that you want to see to prove that the buyers mean business, to prove that this isn't just a plain vanilla correction in what has been a more of a trend type move to the downside. So be aware of that level on the top side. Again, we do need to hold this level right through here, or this area right through here, to have that chance of a run back toward that 38.2% retracement. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen next. This currency pair initially moved higher on those Trump comments, and then things started to unwind with the price over the last 2 days of the start the trading week has been largely up and down, but the one saving grace from a technical perspective, I should say, is that the 100-hour moving average right here did a pretty good job of holding resistance at the highs yesterday and forced the price to the downside. We have seen lower highs. And in the early North American session, we did see a break more to the downside. That break to the downside did get priced below this swing area through here, where we had a number of different swing lows and swing highs going back in time in the month of November, I should say. The price fell below that level. We are now rebounding back into that yellow area, and this is the test for the sellers. Can they keep below the 153.459 level? If they can, that would keep the sellers more in control with a look toward the 200-bar moving average on the 4-hour chart. You probably have to go back a long way to see the price last below that moving average. All the way back to this day right here, which is October 2nd. So that would be a key retracement level to get to and through if the sellers are to take more control. Conversely, if we move back above the 154.45 level, the battle is on between buyers and sellers. I would, for sellers looking for more downside momentum, a more conservative risk level might be this 153.88 level. It was a ceiling right through here for 2 consecutive days. Then we traded above and below through here. They tried to hold support, but again, lots of ups and downs through here. But the last thing it did right here before basing was to base against that level before moving to the upside. We came back down toward it right through here, found support, and then fell below it here, forming this bottom right here, this floor right here, before moving back to the upside again, basing against that level. We based against it here and here. In trading yesterday, admittedly, we moved above and below it as we have in trading here today. But I'm going to give the benefit of that to the 153.88 level as a level that if that would be another key target on the top side for buyers and sellers to battle it out in trading here today if the price can get above the 153.46 level. this is the key level right now in trading. Let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar, and this currency pair. See the swing area right here. This is was being tested and trading here in the early US session. The level corresponds with different swing lows and swing highs. This time it's pretty clear from a technical perspective, the importance of it either as a support or resistance right through here. In trading here today, the price moved up to the high of that area and found willing sellers. We also stayed below the 200-hour moving average. We are now looking to get back below in fact, trading below the 100-hour moving average here. So the resistance level did hold. And we rotated back to the downside. The question now comes, can we put some distance between the 100-hour moving average and start to move down toward our low prices that we saw in trading here today and the low price that we saw in trading on Friday, down at 1.24865. This hold right here increases the level's importance going forward, but we still also have the 200-hour moving average that needs to get above if the buyers are going to take more control in this currency pair. Finally, let's take a look at the dollar versus Canada. We saw the dollar versus Canada spike sharply to the upside here after those comments from President-elect Trump that he would impose a 25% tariff on both Canada and Mexican goods if they don't stop the border crossing. Adam writes a nice post on it in trading this morning. The price high moved up toward the 141.77 level, going to the daily chart. I think I even have to go to the weekly chart. That took the price to the highest level, going back to right around here, which is about May or April of 2020. So extending to new highs in the process. But the prices has since rotated. We'll see. We saw a rotation back to the downside. It took the price below the high prices seen 2 weeks ago and last week's trading. But as you can see, the price has since rotated back above those levels. Let's watch the 141 level on the downside. If we get below that level and are able to stay below that level, admittedly, we tried it not once, not twice, but maybe 3 times here over the last few 4-hour bars. But if we're able to stay below that level, that would give the sellers some added confidence to push to the downside. But right now, as we stand with the price currently at 1.41167, we are above that level, giving the buyers the go-ahead to push to the upside. So there you have it, a look at 4 of the major currency pairs. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.